Good morning. This was my campsite. I think it was a good choice. I need to keep going and doing like this. Camping a bit early, seize the first opportunity I get without thinking too much of better places and be safe. Not that Kurdistan is not safe or Iraq is not safe. I mean, if you listen to Kurdish people, you never go to federal Iraq, but I'm sure it's safe. The owner of the shop brought me some food last night, and there was some bread, some fried eggs, and some potatoes. It was pretty good, and chai. Off we go. A bit late. It took my sweet time, sent some messages, talked to some people, and yeah, I was not gonna get to Mosul before at a decent time, so what's the point? I will take my sweet time today and cross into Iraq tomorrow. Another checkpoint, and this checkpoint is done. Let's keep on climbing. It's really 4 kilometers climbing, man. The thing is, I cannot use the last Rani gear. The spring of my back derailleur is done. Finally, I think I'm on top. 5 kilometers of climb right off the bat. Beautiful. A bit fucking hell, but beautiful. Man, look at this. Wow. Look at this canyon. Those are grassy military lookouts everywhere here. There are military lookouts. If the visa was not this expensive, and if it wasn't this hot, man, this is really epic. See the dirt road, and then you cross the valley, you come this way, you cross the river, and then you go up along the other side of the valley, and then up, and you zigzag. Wow. Fucking epic. But man, who's got another €100 just for bureaucratic bullshit? See the road I was showing you before? Up. Let's go down, and then I think we need to go up on the other side. Beautiful Kurdistan. This whole hill burned down. Don't know how long ago, but when I left the shop, the guy gave me 3 frozen bottles. Now they defrost kinda, and I put them in the thermos and in my bottle, and I drank them as well. So I already drank 1.5 liters of water. But the thing is, I don't know what to do with this fucking plastic. I haven't seen a trash container. The story about Rani is that there's a farm a few bends down, and there was like a pack of like 7 or 8 dogs that they were about to assault me, and he was coming with his car, and he basically sent the dogs away. He put himself between me and the dogs, and when the dogs were coming, he was chasing them out. So thank you so much for saving my life.
Yeah, no problem. Very welcome to here, bro.
But then he comes here with the produce, So he has green beans, he has aubergine, he has tomatoes, he has figs there, and he has melon. We were eating a huge melon. It was very good. And so you have a farm that is down there in the valley, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So you come here to sell your produce, but you don't live here. You live in Duhok.
Yeah, I live
I've been in Duhok at the Cathlins. And your farm is here. Your parents lives here?
Yeah, no, but I'm just me alone. I'm
okay.
living here.
So you come here, you look after the garden,
Yeah.
then you sell your produce, and sometimes you go to Duhok.
Yes, sir.
And you said that you're Assyrian.
I'm Assyrian.
Assyrian.
Yeah.
And Assyrian are Christians.
I'm Christian Assyrian, but our language is, my mom language is Assyrian.
Assyrian.
Yeah.
So how many languages? How many languages do you speak?
I speak my 4 language.
4 languages.
Yeah.
So you speak Assyrian.
Yeah, my mom language.
Arabic.
Arabic and Kurdish.
Kurdish. And English.
English, little bit, it's not okay.
And a little bit of Italian and Spanish.
yeah. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. So guys, I helped him to sell most of the produce. Yeah. So you sold one case of tomatoes and 1 case of figs. Yeah. I was the one selling the figs. But we were having a chat and he told me a very interesting story. You walked from Kurdistan to Greece.
Yeah.
And how does it work? So you give the money to an agency that they help you to walk there?
Yeah, I try to give him, but when we went to over there, that guy, he take me to over there. I don't know where is he going. He's somewhere going. He's
lost.
Yeah, I lost him.
In the forest?
Yeah, we are 5 guys that time. He's living now over there by the tree. And I went to other side of tree. We swimming. I went to Greece, and later I go to police. I ask them to help us because we have a people still is stopping in water in that big sea.
And were they able to swim, these people, or no?
We have the small boats.
Okay.
And that time wasn't 2012.
And that was the border between Turkey and Greece.
And Greece, yeah. That time our boat is stopping in the water. And I asked him the Greece soldier, or what call him, police.
Yeah.
He tried to help me, and he's coming to help us. And we have that many, like. Sorry.
Yeah. So basically, you were able to get help from the Greece police or army.
No, I don't know. It wasn't police, but I'm going to over there. I asked him to help. He's coming very well. He's helped us And
where did they take you? They took you to kind of a refugee center.
I think at that time. But he's taking care about us, really.
Yeah. And how long have you been in Greece? From one place to another?
The first time I went to like 1 week.
Yeah.
And after he take me to different city. He's calling.
So we got interrupted again, but you were in, so they took you to one center, then another, then you went to Athens, and then what happened?
I asked him to take me back home.
To come back in Kurdistan?
Yeah.
Why you went through the trouble to get to Europe, and then when you there, you ask to come back here. Why? What's the reason? What is your thinking in this moment?
The first, I so missing my mom, and second, I miss my country. That's my mom maybe is in my heart, but on the other side of my heart is my country, Kurdistan. That's why I come back. When I went over there, I think only just about my mom and my Kurdistan. It's my beautiful country. That's why I come back.
And then they sent you back.
Yeah, he sent me back 100%.
All right, I chilled a little bit too long with Rani, but it was really nice to have some conversation with him. We split a melon, told me all the stories, and it's really, really hot. By the way, Rani told me that the hill that was burned down that I showed you before, That was a month ago. Oh, this is amazing, guys. Amazing. It's really something. Reminds me of Morocco, Algeria, places like that. Beautiful. Be nice to explore a little bit dirt roads, but yeah. To be honest, even if the visa was not so expensive, I don't know if in the middle of August, or the end of August, it's the really right time to get lost into these dirt roads with no water. I need at least 15 to 20 liters of water a day at the moment. So beautiful. Another checkpoint. No passport, but now we climb. Now we climb. See the car. It's a fucking climb again. Here's the long one. Water. Let me wash myself. Actually no. It doesn't. It didn't smell good, so I don't want then all my clothes. So already I smell bad because of my body odor. And this heat is intense. Very intense. At least here there is a bit of breeze, man. Coming up, zero breeze. At least this one is not on top of a mountain. But yeah, they have a forever burning pipe. On the left, the oil company. On the right, Lalish. I think I should go to Lalish. It's 3:45, but today I'm not gonna make it to Mosul anyway, so Shekhan. I need to go to Lalish. Checkpoint, I guess. This fucking guy didn't let me go because he said that I have shorts. He said I cannot enter the city because I have shorts. I go in mosque like this. Never had a problem. What an idiot. What an idiot. It really pissed me off, this guy. What an idiot. He said I cannot go because I have shorts. It really bothers me. But it's their own rules. It's their own sacred valley, and we need to respect their rules. But it really pisses me off. So what's in Lalish? It's like this sacred city of the Yazidis. It's a cultural, religious minority in northern Iraq, and it's an ancient religion that blends tradition from the ancient Mesopotamia, Zoroastrianism, which is also sort of an ancient religion that was originated in what's the modern Iran, I think, and it was kind of like the grandfather of Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, because it was a religion that had only one God, and this eternal struggle between good and evil. Anyway, so yeah, the Yazidis, it's a blend of Mesopotamic Asian traditions, religion, like, and also like they have like threads of I think Islam and Christianity. So it's a unique minority here in northern Iraq, and Lalish is their sacred city valley. There is some mausoleums, some tombs, there are shrines, and but yeah, just Google it. I wanted to show it to you, but yeah, I wasn't allowed into Lalish. And I think the guy was in a bad mood since the start, the conversation. I see that he was trying to find a reason not to go, let me go. So at the end, I'm not wearing shorts. My legs are covered. The shorts were just an excuse. I'm not wearing just shorts, but the shorts are on top of another shorts and on top of my leg foils. So I went into several mosques. I went into several churches, and I don't even have like, I don't even show like my arms. So I think my attire, it's perfect for any religion. I'm not showing an inch of skin anywhere except the hands when I remove the gloves, and part of my neck, so, and face. So that's that. And yeah, the guy was an ass since the beginning, and yeah, maybe he's having a bad day. I don't know what's his problem was, but definitely a bad day. And I wasn't there to argue. I told him these are not shorts. I was like, can you not see that my legs are fully covered? But what are you gonna argue? This is people, you give them the passport. They have to figure out which way they read it. It's not, they're not top of their class. Let's put it this way. The sun is high in the commercial street of Shekhan. Good morning. Last night I went to a restaurant here in Shakan, and I had to pay 2,000 dinars. That is like 120, 130. And then someone paid for my beer, so I was in a good mood. It's like, you know what, before I leave town and go camping somewhere in the wild, I will try to get a SIM card that works in federal Iraq, because today I'm crossing into federal Iraq. I'm 40 kilometers from Mosul. And then I went to various shops until I found one that had ASL, but he said they cannot sell you ASL because you don't have an Iraqi ID permit of residence or something like that. But I can sell you another one that works in federal Iraq. I think it's called Zoin. But another traveler, a backpacker at Catherine, told me that it didn't really have a good connection with Zoin, and also it was very expensive. It was 54,000, and it's like 33 euros too expensive. So I told him no. Then he invited me for food, and I told him no, I need to leave. I need to leave town while it's still not dark yet. And he was like, you can sleep at my, because I need to camp. And he was like, you can sleep at my house. And I was like, no, your wife is not gonna be super happy to have someone dirty in the house. And then he's like, oh, there is an empty apartment upstairs, but there's no light, there's no bathroom, and it's really, really hot. No bathroom, I can touch my ass a few hours. No electricity, no problem. The hot part also was not a problem until I went to bed. It was a bit of a problem because they don't have insulated roofs, and it gets really, really hot, man. It was a long time. I haven't been this hot at night. I think it was a sauna. But yeah, grateful I had a place to stay. I know what many of you guys, it's dirty, it's this, that. I mean, I found a broom and I cleaned up the dust pretty well. And yeah, otherwise, if you get a room somewhere, it's $20-$30. And yeah, I would have camped outside town, obviously, but yeah, it was also fine to stay here. And then there was another guy at the shop, and we had a little bit of food together. Although it was good. And but today, now I'm packing up and crossing into federal Iraq in Mosul. And wish me good luck. I need to get into federal Iraq with my Kurdish visa, otherwise I'm screwed. And once I pass this checkpoint, then I'm in. Once you're in. They cannot kick you out. They can give you a hard time at the checkpoints, all the way to Baghdad and beyond. Go to Kuwait. But once you're in. Might be blocked at the checkpoint for an hour. Once you're in, they cannot kick you out. Alright, leaving Shakan, straight in Mosul. Checkpoint approaching. The guy already is making his move. Alright, check your pass. It's always a bit funny. I don't know what they check. Because first of all, he opens the passport, flip it 2-3 times to understand which way to read it. Then he goes to the visa page. He looks at the stamp for like 2-3 minutes, like staring the void, pretending to read the date, but then he realized it's upside down. So he turns around and stares again at the void for like a minute or two, then goes to the first page, Travelli. Yes. Italy. Yes. Gives me back the passport and go. What's the point of all this theatrical pantomime? I never understand, to be honest. These fucking checkpoints. I have no idea exactly what they do. Took a while. Took about 30-40 minutes, but I'm in Iraq. I'm in federal Iraq. Now try to kick me out. There's another checkpoint there. If I pass that one, that's it. Right, another 25-30 minutes even at this checkpoint. I mean, it was like 100 meters after the other one. This one, it was mostly customs. I think they check something in the cars. I don't know what they do. They pretend to be checking things. For me, they made me open one fucking bag. Imagine that. Either you search or you don't search, but better this way. From a landscape point of view, Kurdistan is more hilly, just mountains, so mountainous. Federal Iraq is more flattish. It's very hot. Today is 46 degrees. Hot. It's Friday, so a lot of businesses are closed until the afternoon, till like 2:30, 3 o'clock. Glad even in federal Iraq they got the trash sorted in the best way possible. Fucking hell. Trash flying everywhere. Another checkpoint coming up. Let's see if I am able to pass through. Stop me here another 15-20 minutes. In this one, obviously only federal Iraq flags. No. Right, checkpoint is done. It was fairly quick because he called the other guys and he was like, this fucking guy is cycling from Italy? And they were like, yeah, okay, you can go. Now we are in Mosul. I mean, the city center is in 10 kilometers, I think, but this is Mosul, which to most people reminds darker times, much darker times.
Yusuf.
Yusuf stopped with his car to welcome in Iraq. Thank you very much. شكرا.
اهلا وسهلا بك بالعراق في مدينة الموصل، مدينة المحبة والسلام وجميع الطوائف، واهلا وسهلا بك. اي وقت تجي عين غطا عين فراش. واهلا وسهلا بك، وتفضل عندنا على الغداء، بس ما تفهم علي شلون اترجم لك.
شكرا.
اهلا وسهلا فيك في مدينة الموصل.
Iraq is gonna be mostly about the interaction with the people. The riding, guys, is gonna be a bit boring, but it's not the easiest of country to go off the beaten path, because they might think you're up to something to no good, and it creates more problem than anything. Plus, now from Mosul to Baghdad, it will probably be between 46 and 48 degrees. As soon as I leave Mosul, it gets hotter. Baghdad is for the next 5 days, it's 48 degrees. So it's better to stay on the main roads, to be honest. It's the path of least resistance. And we're gonna meet loads of people, loads of interaction that unlikely I cannot film all of them, but I will try to make some videos here and there, and you can get an understanding of the hospitality as I try to do a little bit in Kurdistan. I will do a little bit in Iraq as well. And this is gonna be the stadium of Mosul. I think this is the old bridge of Mosul. Doesn't look that old. There's quite a bit of water here. Because I think this is the old souk, the market, quite busy. Quite busy. Hopefully it's only a little bit here while these people figure out how to get in one lane. I'm really hungry, but this is too messy. We want to find a quieter place. I'm still waiting for my horse to give me the location. This must be the old Mosul. I don't know where I'm going, but the main road was one way, so trying to go around. Getting lost in the alleys of Mosul. Christian church in Mosul. It is a Christian church, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, in the north of Iraq there was yeah, we've seen also in Kurdistan there is still a number of Christians. Every time there is a war in the Middle East, they become a smaller number, but there are churches. You can see the cross there, one cross, another cross. So it is a Christian church. I think a lot of these places are still devastated by the war. I mean, the war, Mosul was the capital of Daesh, ISIS. From they had the city from 2014 to 2017, and it was a fierce battle. Many forces involved. The Iraqi soldiers, the Iraqi army, Peshmerga, they were controlling the north, coming in. I think some international forces as well, and also I think Iran sent some sort of a militia, unofficially probably, but it was many different groups came together to reconquer the city. And it was a bloodbath. It was literally a bloodbath. That's me riding through the most chaotic. I'm going against the traffic as well. Yeah, I'm trying to find a place to chill, but man, it's a bit overwhelming. On my right, chaos, pure chaos. Let's see one of the back alleys. And I have to say, compared to Kurdistan, it's a shock. It's like the clock goes back. It takes 10-20 years in development. That's the aftermath of ISIS, Daesh, I think, I don't know. Let's see if it's only Mosul or the whole of Iraq, I don't know. Let's go, I really need to pee, but I don't know. Taking out my cock here, probably not a good idea. Actually, there is the neighbor toilet. How convenient is that? And the water is even warm. Not because it's on the roof probably, but yeah, wash off my face. I peed, now I go to chill at the restaurant.